What is going on, guys? Lonzo here with Fit for Me Coaching Lab, back with another home gym fitness review, if you will. This one's going to be more so about the pull downs, lat pull downs. And as you guys see, I have might be, it, pretty sure it is, the cheapest lat pull down you can find. This is the Amazon lat pull down with a seated row or a low row, if you will. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain to you why I love this machine, but then also why I don't really like this machine and what I actually kind of prefer over this one. So stay tuned for that. This one I picked up actually on Marketplace. It was a good deal. And for most people, when you're looking at home gyms, everyone is kind of like, some of the staples, of course, your dumbbells, your rack, adjustable dumbbells, but I would argue after you get through with the rack and dumbbells, bars, things like that. But this is probably one of the most sought after things where if you have the ceiling space, right, for it, you're trying to get one. You're trying to figure out how can you get a lat pull down machine, because that is one of the staples that for most people works the back the best, from doing underhand, overhand, supinated, pronated, wide grip, things like that. So this one, the seat does adjust. It goes all the way down. For reference, guys, I'm 6'1". I'm 6'1". My arms are, pretty, I guess, long or average length. They come down to like mid-thigh, right? So for me, it was important for me to try to find a lat machine that could work. Now, with that being said, you're always thinking of your ceiling height. Now, with your ceiling height, let me make sure here. Now, with your ceiling height, one of the things that people forget is that when they measure from the floor to the bottom of the joist, if they have an open or exposed ceiling, which I do, luckily. However, for most lat pull downs, you can actually take the lat pull down machine and turn it to where this part right here runs in between your joists. So that gives you another 10 inches or so of room to where you can get a proper lat pull down machine. So with that being said, this one, I love it. I like it. I'm not in love with it, right? So let me show you a couple things, right? So one of the things which is nice is that, of course, it's a lat pull down machine, right? It locks your legs into place. You can do your row. And again, I get full extension all the way up, all the way down, right? Now, one of the things that I don't like about it, which I'm probably going to be upgrading, is the pulleys. Once I get a decent amount of weight on here, because these are just regular old cheap plastic pulleys, once I get a decent amount of weight on here, it starts to rub, gets a little bit of friction, right? So I'm hoping by upgrading my pulleys, that will make that go away. Now, however, I am always on Marketplace every morning, every night, to see if there's a lat pull down machine, and there is one that has become available. It is a weight stack, which I'm considering getting because it's a great deal. I just ended up losing the low row, but I have a hack I'm going to do for that. Anyway, so if I end up keeping this one, I'm going to end up upgrading the pulleys to aluminum ones. I believe on Amazon you can get a pack of 8, I think, for like 50 or 60 bucks, 60 or 70. I think it's like 75 bucks actually. So I think I want to upgrade that. My second gripe, if you will, about this is the leg here. Is that you have to keep your legs almost like this, right? Got to keep your legs almost like this in here. I'll show you guys, right? Oh. So if you look at where my legs end up going when I use this, I literally, like, naturally, I want to be here. This is where I naturally want to be, right here. But there's no leg holder outside, right? Have to end up squeezing my legs in and being here. It's fine, but it's not my natural seated position. It's not very comfortable. It does the job, but again, for me, naturally, I want to have my legs more so wide here, and that's just my personal preference. Now, with that being said, it's not a huge deal. But this, I believe you can upgrade it if you pop these caps off and just pull the rod out and make it work that way as well. So Yeah, so you just pop this off, take it out, get a longer one, put it in there, and you're good to go. So if I end up keeping this, I will be upgrading that. All right. So again, let me reposition my camera here, guys. Again, straight. So again, for me, it gets the job done. I like it. I'm not in love with it. The second one is the low row. I personally don't like sitting on the floor doing my low rows. It's not comfortable, ideal. It's more of a, not really my thing. So what I'll do sometimes is if I want to do a low row, I'll take this lovely, angle you down again. What I'll do is I'll take this lovely little thingy here, hip thrust pad. I'll sit that there. I'll sit down and I'll do my rows this way, right? I'll do my rows this way. Now, of course, this isn't the attachment I would use. I would use one of my other ones up there, but gives you a good idea of doing seated rows this way. Why I don't like it is because of how narrow, again, my feet have to be to hold it in place. I have to be pretty narrow here. In order to do that, I would prefer to be able to have my feet out here and then be able to get full range of motion and things like that. So again, one thing I don't love it. It's okay. But for most gyms, again, this is a great piece of equipment. If you can get it, if you can find one for a good deal, pick it up and make it work for you. Now, I'm going to show you what I think is probably the only DIY lat pull down system you really need. All right, here we go. Walk with me here. This right here is what I have used for majority of my training. This lat pulley system right here, guys. So if you can see how I have mine set up, I have mine hooked up to a carabiner, and I have whatever that a hook is called going through the cross member, and I have it going through the cross member here, right? So I have a PR 5000 in the front, a Titan extension in the back, Marketplace Find with a great deal. This is actually a Rogue cross member. He threw that in when I picked up the extension. So I picked up for like 150 bucks for the back extension piece. But as you guys see, I have mine this way because that way I don't have to take it down, right? On mine, excuse me, I don't have to take mine down. It's not in the way of anything, okay? So for me, this is how mine is set up. This allows me to do all my pulling motion. And let me tell you why I prefer mine this way. One, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? And so I know it's I'll try to get it here. You know, it's a 1-to-1 ratio, right? It's one of those movements where, depending, it should work pretty much for everybody, right? I can do my tricep. I can do my, I'm going to zoom out. It might mess up the camera. So in this, I can do my seated row. I can do my pull downs. Usually most people say they don't have anywhere to hold their legs. Me personally, I'm fine. Again, there's not much weight on here right now because I was doing something different. Hold on, I just made a boo-boo. Hold on. Hold that thought, folks. I actually pulled it before I needed to, and I got it stuck on the side. So bear with me. All right, there we go. Cool. All right. So I don't really need to have mine to where it holds my legs. I'm using this as an example. It's not enough weight on here to counter, but I'm fine sitting on the floor doing this, right? And I can do whatever lat work I want to do, whether it's close grip, right? Whether it's single arm, things of that nature. I can do whatever I want to do with this. Now, the reason why I think this is probably all someone needs for a lat pull down or a row, because it's a actual hook attachment that you can get that can run through whatever height you are recommended. And you can run this, because these do swivel, right? These will turn, these will swivel. You can run that one to here, and then you can end up sitting down on your bench and doing your seated rows, right? At whatever position that would be. Now, with that being said, this is probably why I prefer this one. Outside of that, I'm not sitting on the floor. And you can interchange them all out to do whatever you want, right? You can do your tricep work, you can do all that kind of stuff. Whoopsie. But one of the other reasons is because I can switch it out to a single arm pull down. That one you can too, but you can't position yourself correctly the way, again, for me personally, where I like to be positioned. For me, I can do my single arm pull down, right? I'm not full range of motion, I'm not sitting on the floor, but if I was sitting on the floor, it'll be, hold on, let me sit on the floor. There we go. I personally like doing single arm work for pull downs, whether it's overhand grip, rotated, underhand, whatever it may be, right? But I'm able to have that flexibility with this setup. And again, it may not be ideal for everyone, but me personally, I think if you're just starting out, you're on a budget, this is probably the best pulley system you can figure out you can do, because it allows you to do your lat pull downs, your triceps. When you get the attachment for down, you can do the bicep curls, hammer curls. Also with this, another reason I like having this up here is because if I go to do a face pull, I can't do it on that one. On this one, I can. Hold on, let me switch out the handle. On this one, I can do my face pulls. Attach. And I have plenty of my bench behind, but I got plenty of room to do face pull. And me personally, like, this feels smoother than that one does. This feels so much more smoother than that one does. And I don't know if because it's the pulley itself, probably is. But again, to me, this feels a lot smoother in every way. So again, to me, this is probably the best lat pull down, low row, seated row setup you can get. The only thing you need, again, is that attachment. And all of this is a little, a strap or something like that they have that you hook through here. Put your pulley on there, and then you're able to do your seated rows. So with that being said, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, give me a follow, subscribe. Hoping to continuously put out more videos when I get more things that come in, as I try to find budgets and finding money in between the couches, cushions and coins and nickels and dimes to make it work. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have an awesome day. And I'll jump into another video. Give me a couple of days. Talk to you soon. Bye.